last class concept? Hmm? What was our last class concept? Marker properties, line properties, font properties, no? Grid properties. Good properties. Right, done. So here, so somebody done. Sumit Raj. Okay, good. So you've done it. So you've done the practice. Good. So now let us move to the further grid properties, all those things we completed. Okay. So now let me move to the some more properties. Then I'll go to the type of the graphs I will introduce. So last class when we started with, so already you understood in my class, marker properties you understood, syntax of the marker also, XY, marker, MEC, MFC, MS. Next after that, line properties also you got it, LS, LW, and the C. You can use all of them in one moment of it. This is about marker properties and line properties also used. And then grid property also you used students. Grid, it's nothing but an intersection lines. And what is the function name? plt.grid. And you already done. Grid, two parameters. One is compulsory parameter. Axis is equal to X. Axis is equal to Y. And axis is equal to both. Axis is equal to both. So color you can say. And line style you can say. Line width also you can say. Already you know. Line properties also will be there for that. And axis is equal to Y. Axis is equal to Y. And you know axis is equal to X. Axis is equal to both also we did. In the examples which I gave you, already we worked on it. Today we are entering into what? Legend. Legend means what? Already we know. Suppose when I am drawing the graph, so there is a graph called what? With red line, there is something is available like that. In blue line, something is available like this. And you are mentioning some description for that plots. That red color in graph, what is the use of that? You are mentioning some sort of what? Description about that. Red in color, red in color, what is this graph is? And blue in color, what is that graph is? You are giving some sort of what? Description to this graph. That is known as what? Legend. Legend is nothing but what? Description about the plots. Are you following? Red in color represents what? Green in color represents what? A yellow in color represents what? The type of description of the graphs are provided by what? Legend. So I'm going to show. Easy. There is a big properties are there inside of it. Let me show you that legend. Observe it. Legend property. Legend property makes us to understand the functionality of the plots in the figure. So what is the function name? And don't take much time. What is the function name? PLT dot legend. These parameters for a minute you don't worry. Legend here. LEPL is what? PLT dot what? Legend. So here you come to it. There are some number of parameters are available here. Try to follow one by one. So I will take up this property once and then I will start showing here. So let me go to that place, students. Go to the Jupyter notebook where I am going to show. These are all called adding some new functionality to my plot. Plotting is nothing but what? Graph here. So there I am going to show new here. There I am going to write it. So here legend property. Legend property. So there I will start writing it. So here import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. X values are this and Y values. Understand? These are all called what? List comprehension. What is this value here? Value in X and squaring that value, keep it in Y. And the next in this and cubing the value kept in where? Z. How many values are there with me? 2. What is this 2 is called? What is this y is called? Square. PLT dot plot. What we are giving? X comma y label is equal to square. X comma y label is equal to square. First of all, you remove that label is equal to. First of all, you remove that. Now try to post it and see that I must give PLT dot what? Show, I will write it. PLT dot show, I am writing it. Here I am having this blue in color is known as what? Come on, square. And this is called what? Cubes. This is cubes. Two things are there. To show the squares and cubes, I am using two plots over there. And this represents, now I am using, here I am using, after finishing that, I am trying to use it. Here I am using legend. I am using something like a legend. For example, PLT dot legend. Legend is a function. Try to run this. We are going to get it. For the legend is concerned, it requires labels. What label? Blue line represents what? Yellow line represents what? I want some legend. Here are you observing this box? That is a legend box. For representing any legend, you must tell what for this blue is, what for this yellow is. That's why you require, comma, what I should write it? Label is equal to what? Squares. Squares plot that is. Comma, what I am writing? Label is equal to what, cubes I am going to say. Now you can mention legend. Now see guys, right, cubes, I will close it and see the students. We are going to get it. Here what is available? Squares. And see that here this blue lines represents what here? Right, squares. And this yellow line represents what? Cubes. In the legend appearance, you see on that this is called what? Center. First of all, you see this is called what? Top. Are you following? This is figure. This is called what? Top. Tell me. Top. What about this is called? Bottom. Bottom. What is this top? This partition is what? Top. Huh? Top corner. Top left. Spell out. What is this now? Top. What is this now? Huh? Bottom. Good. What is this? What is this? Come on. Bottom. What is this now? What is this now? This is, what is this is called? Center. What is this now? Center left. What is this now? Right. What is this? Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, center left. So I divided my entire thing into 9 parts. Did you understand? That part, the legend where you want to display, you can display. But better to leave to the choice of the PVM only. It will display in the place where it is not disturbing the picture. For that legend is concerned, I am mentioning labels, and in the plot, that legend I am going to give you here. Online students, take care of that and try to follow carefully. Now I am going to enter into the syntax. Come on. PLT dot label. What is the next? PLT dot legend. What are the properties are coming? LOC. What the LOC stands for? Don't take my help. Come on. Location. What is passing here? Upper right. By default showing in where? Upper left. Now it is showing. Now I can go for what? Upper right. Let us go to this place. Upper right I will carry. This parameter I will carry. Let me show you one by one parameter and try to understand. This is going to be, I'm writing here, LOC is equal to, LOC is equal to upper right I will write it. Upper right I will write it. Here I am writing upper right. LOC is equal to upper right. Carefully try to understand. Is it upper right is coming or not? Now go to the next step. Like that you can go for representing. You can go for representing. Suppose labels. Suppose you are writing X is equal to LAB is equal to, here what I wrote earlier, PLD dot plot. You mentioned what here, label is equal to square, label is equal to what? Cube. You can also represent the same thing. You represent XY. You go for plot, but two plots are there, two labels you take. That time I can write label is equal to what? LAB. Also you can mention it. LAB also you can mention it. Until that, you try to carry this entire thing. You try to carry this entire thing. I'm trying to write it. Yeah, especially this part you don't worry. This part you don't worry. Try to follow this now. Labels is equal to two things I'm plotting. Separately I'm mentioning labels. LAB you say. Now I'm going to get it. This side is coming. Are you following? Now I'm going to take up. If you want to go for it, if you want to go for it, here I'm writing. There I'm writing. LOC is equal to, LOC is equal to what I'm writing, center. Center I'm writing it. What is happening? In the center it is going to come. Following it. So next I'm going to write it. Next I'm going to write it. Come on. LOC is equal to what? Bottom I'm writing. Bottom I'm writing. So I think error is going to come on what? Bottom values. Bottom is not valid. Require values what? Upper level, lower level, lower right, center level, center right, corner, and upper center and what? Which one I need to go for it? Lower. Yes. Here already available students. Already available. Here I will write it. Here I will your note purpose I'll write it. Here I can say possible values of note I can write it. The possible values of LOC. Actually, these are all not necessary. You can say one thing, I'll suggest you. The bottom is not a valid one. The possible values of LOC parameter, LOC argument, or what is that? Go for always what is best. You tell best means what? It is the discrimination power of the Jupyter notebook. It will display in the place where the diagram will not be affected. That is the best. Upper right, upper left, lower left, lower right, lower right, and the center left, center right, lower center, upper center, center. Now I will mention according to my requirement. This is my expectation. This I will write it. This I will write it. So here I mentioned it. What happens? Lower center. Okay. Already values are there. Now see students. Now I am having lower center is coming up like that. I already mentioned the values here. I'll always go for what? Best. So that is my advice. Always recommended to take it as the best step. So recommended to take it as what? Best. Try to take this word as this. Best you take it. So I'm going to take it. But the best place? Beginning. By default, it is going to be best only taking. Clear up? Well, next this is about which parameter? LOC. Now take it student. Frame alpha. There is something either frame alpha. These are all not necessary to bother about students. These are all not necessary, but as a teacher, I want to show you. Frame alpha is equal to 1. Frame alpha is equal to what is this face color. I just want to carry out. Even we will learn in the class by going for one by one. So let us carry out this entire thing. Frame alpha is equal to I will take out. Go to the place, carry out this entire thing. Frame alpha is equal to a new parameter I am adding, frame alpha. So go to the place, here I am taking frame alpha is equal to 1. What is the specialty you are getting in that? You try to look into that. Mama, frame alpha is equal to 1. What is the specialty is there? You observe it. Are you seeing this legend point here? Now, just to try to understand what is coming. Frame alpha. What is the difference here? Frame alpha, squares, cubes, frame alpha. What is coming here? Any difference you are watching? Any difference you are watching? You are watching any difference? No, you are not watching any difference, but I may be having some small difference I'm observing. If you observe it here, there is a small curved is there here. There is a curved like that. And here there is a directly there is given like this. Directly given. There is a small difference is there. There is a frame alpha is equal to 1. But is it really necessary? Yeah? Whether it is a straight road or something like this, we never bother about it because they are just given. I just want to show. Forget about immediately. Forget about immediately. Never bother about that entire stuff. So next go to the another parameter. What is the next? Face color is equal to y. This part I am going to carry on. Face color is equal to y. So what is that face color is equal to y? You try to understand. That is matters a lot. And better don't use face color. Because face color, if you keep some different color, it is a problem. Because your original color will be disturbed. Original color is always important. If you add some makeup to that, it's a problem. People get confused, first of all. So, no, don't confuse the people. You confuse the people with subject, but don't confuse with your color. Okay. Now, go to the place. Next one, I will use it. Face color is equal to Y. I don't want. Go to the next. What is that? Edge color is equal to what? Red. Or edge color is equal to red. Go to the place. Here I am going to use it. Face color is equal to 1. I don't want. Edge color is equal to or I am taking. Try to run it. So there I am going to get it. This is looking good. For better visibility, go for like that. Red in color. Next I will carry on this entire thing. Carry on this entire thing. We'll go to this place. Here I am going to take up. One more is called what? Shadow is equal to false. Shadow is equal to false means what? Box. Shadow box. That I'm going to write it here. Comma. Shadow is equal to false. Already there is called what? Some box is there. Shadow means what? Just like a mirror image like. So try to see that this is a one you see. There is a shadow is not there here. Shadow is there or not. There is nothing but one box is there. Behind the box, some shadow is visible to you. That also immediately forget about the shadow is equal to false. Shadow is equal to true, you say. Shadow is equal to true, you say. Try to run it, and there is a shadow is there. Are you seeing the shadow? Now, there is a shadow. So if you are not able to see, please bother about it. This is called shadow is shown here. So with a shadow, without shadow. So false, I will write it. There is no shadow here. There is no shadow here. With a shadow, that entire thing. Never bother about the face color, shadow, and all those things. This is a true I am raking. So this you try to go for it. Shadow is shown over there. Next, I will go to the one more kind of parameter. Fancy box is equal to false. Fancy box, non-fancy box, don't use it. So shadow is equal to true. Shadow is equal to true. I will write it or false, you take it. Next, I'm going to take it. Fancy box is equal to false. So fancy box, what is that? We will see. Fancy box is equal to false. And we'll see what is the fancy box here. Fancy box is equal to false. Fancy box is equal to true, you see. What will be the fancy box true? Even I did not see earlier what is the fancy box. Today I want to see. So don't go to fancy box and all. So what is the difference is that I did not find anything. You after going to home, take a microscope and see. Don't bother about it. Least bother about it. Don't go to that. Nobody will ask you. Last and final is what? Font size is equal to. Font size is equal to go for it. Font size. Last and final, I will go for it. Font size is equal to you take it. Here I will write it. Font size is equal to what? Come on. I'll take it 14. I'll take it 14. See that 14. This matters a lot. Earlier square and cube is little less. It is going to contain squares and what? Cubes. Are you following? Right. So this is about what is the concept here? How do you set the how do you set the legend related information? So this entire thing These parameters, all of them are no need to worry about it. One is called what? Font size. If you are interested, you go for it. Face color you want to go for, not necessary. And what is the next one is label you take it. That is one important thing. And LOC you take it. And color if you want to set, you can go for it. And here font size is there. And this what is that? Edge color if you want, you can go for it. Most important thing is LOC, edge color, and then what? Font size. Label, of course, label. These are the very, very important things you take it. Rest of them fancy box, auto box, all those things you forget about it. Are you following? So legend, if you want, wherever you like it, you can go for it. PLT, mention that and then go for something like this. Shall I move to the further up? Well, students in online, now is it clear about it? Now I'm going to enter into the further concept called what? Subplots. I want to go for it. Subplots. Shall I move to the subplots? Yes. Next concept is subplots. Subplots. Subplots in the figure. Subplots in the figure. Now I'm going to enter. What do you mean by subplot, students? What do you mean by subplots? Drawing multiple graphs. Drawing, drawing multiple plots. Multiple plots in where? Single figure. In single figure is called what? Subplotting. Start with. Already you know the skeleton of my graph. What is this is known as? Come on. Figure. Figure is containing what? Axis. 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 Axis contains what? Axis. What axis this is? What axis this is? And what is this is called? Artist. So X limb, Y limb, these are all normal story. So by default, a figure is containing what? One axis. Now I want to go for multiple axis. Multiple axis. Straightforward. Start. This is my figure, students. In this place, I am writing. This is called what? One axis. One axis. This is called another axis. Axis 1. Next is called what? Axis 2. This is called a figure. In this, what will be there, ma? X axis will be there. And here, what will be there? Y axis will be there. Then, how do you write this? In single figure, I want to go for plotting 1 and then plotting 2. I want to go for one more type of plot. This is called axis 3 and this is called axis 4. Getting up? Now, students, if I want this kind of picture, what should I do? To go to this, we need to go for a function name called what? Come on, subplot. What is that? Just a plot will do what? It will draw one plot at a time in the single axis. Now we are going to use what, ma? Subplot. What is this subplot will say? My dear students, it's a very, very easy. Now I'm going to start. Sir, how to start the subplotting mechanism? Very easy. How many subplots are there, ma? Two. Okay. And to draw the subplot, there is a function called what? We'll take it. Here, to draw the subplot, to represent, to represent subplots, we use which function? Subplot function of what? Pyplot. Pyplot. What is the syntax, students? What is the syntax? PLT dot subplot of I'm writing here rows, and then next is called a columns, and next is called index of the plot. Index of the plot. Start. This is my subplot. Take care. This is my figure. This is my figure. What this is containing? What this is containing? One axis. This is called what? Another axis. That anyhow you are remembering. In this I want to draw one plot. In this I want to draw one plot. How many rows are there here? Come on, ma. One row is there. How many columns are there? What is the rows here? PLT dot, come on, subplot, of what? 1 comma, how many columns? 2 columns. What is the subplot number? 0th plot or first plot? First plot. What this plot is called? Second plot. First of all, number of subplots are what? Number of rows into number of columns are called number of subplots. అంతే కదా? Number of rows and columns in the matrix is called rows into column. Here also. How many rows? How many columns? Total number of plots? 2. 3. ఎవరైనా 3? ఎవరైనా? నేను చూడట్లే నాకు లేను. నువ్వు చూడకపోయినా నేను చూస్తున్నా నేను. రైట్. సో 1 into 2 is what? 2, comma 1. What is that 1? In one row, in 2 columns, 1 represents what? First plot. There I will draw the diagram. Next I want to go for what? This one. This one I want to go for. Second plot. Come on, how do you write? Subplot. Subplot of what? 1 comma 2 comma 2. What is this 1 comma 2 comma 2? One row, 2 plots, 2 columns. Under that second plot. What is this plot? First plot. What is this now? How many rows? How many columns? Right. Now next, one more. Be careful. This is called my figure. Online students. This is called one axis. This is another axis. This is another axis. This is another axis. How many rows? How many columns? What is this plot? 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, start. PLT dot, PLT dot, come on. Subplot of 2 rows, 2 columns, first plot. Next, this one. PLT dot, subplot of 2 comma 2 comma 2. 2 comma 2 comma 2 and this one. Next, this one. How do you come? PLT dot, subplot of 2 comma 2 comma 3. Next, 2 comma 2 comma 4. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that? 2 into 2, 2 into 2, 2 into 2? 4. 4 plots. How? 2 rows or 2 columns. Getting or not getting? Right. Online students, clear or not clear about subplotting? Important this is. Important. You got it or not? Now I am asking one question. You tell me what is that wave? PLT dot, PLT dot, PLT dot, subplot, subplot of 1 comma 4. 1 comma 4. What is the meaning? How many rows? How many columns? Good. How many plots? In which row? One row only. How many columns? That is nothing but picture is like this or this is my figure. First one, second one, third one, fourth one. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4 or not? This is called first row. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can write 1 comma 4 comma 2, 1 comma 4 comma 3, 1 comma 4 comma 4. Are you able to follow, students? Very, very simple, students. Shall I go to that now? So how do you go for it? Very, very simple. Here I'm going to write it. I'm writing PLT dot, come on, subplot of, I'm writing 1 comma 2 comma 1. What it indicates? In one row, 2 subplots under that first plot. There I'm writing PLT dot P plot of 1 comma 2 comma 3, and I'm writing here 1 comma 2 comma 3. What this is known as? What is one plot is drawing or not? There I will write it PLT dot, PLT dot, what is this now? X label, X label. What is this now? Already said in the class, X axis, X axis. And PLT dot, what is this now again? Y label of what again? Y axis. Y axis I'm going to write it. Y axis I'm going to write it. Similarly, this is one thing. Next I will go for what? PLT dot title. For that subplot, you can go for a title also, student. PLT dot, what is this now? Title, title of, title of, what is this now? XY, XY graph. For example, I just wrote it. XY graph, I wrote it. Okay. Next plot I want. Totally how many plots? Two plots. One plot is already over or not? How I know that it is a two plots? 1 into 2, 2. One plot is already over. One plot is already over. Next plot students. Same to same. Same to same. I'm going to write it here. 2 I will write it. Here I am writing. Here I am writing. 3 comma 2 comma 1. 1 comma 2 comma 3. Here I am writing. Here I am writing something like some temperature, and this is something like time. I am going to write it. Time I am going to write it. What is this now again? Time temperature graph. Time temperature graph. I am writing time and a temperature graph, and I'll write it. This is called another plot is coming. Next, for both of them, this is my picture student. This is the picture. This is called one plot. This is called one plot. What is this plot name? XY. And this is called what? Time temperature. Here time is there, temperature is there, here X is there, Y is there. And for this entire thing, one more title I require or not? That is called what? Total this entire subplot one title is required. That can be set by what? PLT dot PLT dot SUP title, super title. SUP title. Do you know super title? Super title means title for all the plots. Generally, title will give you what? Particular title of that. Now I'm going to give you super title. So what is this now? Subplotting concept. Subplotting concept is called what? SUP title I can say. So I can write it here. SUP PLT dot super title. Super title of what I'm writing. What should I write it? Subplots, subplot concepts. I'm just giving something like this. Subplot concepts I'm going to give you. This is subplots concept I'm going to give you. Clear or not clear? So any subplots, if you take it, you can easily go for drawing it. So what is the function name? PLT dot subplot. There I'm writing here normal everything, and we are getting what? Super title concept. Let me go for it. I'll carry on this entire thing. I'll go to the new. I'll say new here, notepad. So there I will take up. Here I'm writing. So subplotting, I'll take up here from Matplotlib, Matplotlib, import pyplot as what? PLT, PLT. So this is the one. This is the one. Try to run this now. So I'm going to get it. Of course, PLT dot show, PLT dot what? Show. PLT dot X label, Y label, what is happening? X label, Y label, Y label. Here also Y label, Y label. Spelling mistakes don't take students. You'll be getting students. Carefully follow what is happening. This is called subplots. Are you getting subplots? So here, XY graph and time temperature graph. This is what you are having. This is x-axis here. This is y-axis. This is a time, and this is called what? Temperature. And this is having its own thing like xy, and this is called a time graph. You can increase the size of it also, students. PLT dot figure, figure 20 comma 20 comma 30. What is this now? A figure with 20 pixels rows and 30 columns kind of thing. Figure size also you can increase. Are you following these subplots? Like that, you can have any number of subplots concept also, you can take it. Understood? Huh? Online students, it's not a difficult, it's a dead easy for you. Now I'm going to introduce one subplots concept I want to take up. Subplots concept I want to take up. Here you go once. Subplots concept I want to show. Just in this place, where is the subplots? So in this place, here, Matplotlib. Subplots concept here under this. subplots. So I'm going to take it. Here I'm having. So just look at students. I'm having, and of course, here I'm having legend is showing. Yeah. Here subplot. And I already shown you here np dot array. This you are taking. Some color is equal to, you can mention it already. Color is equal to and everything, Subplot 1, subplot 2, and everything. Here I'm showing something like what? I'm showing some series here. What is that now? Sine series and then cos series. Maybe sine series, cos series if you see. Cosine series if you look at. This is a sine series. Sine series starts from lowest value to what? Reaches to highest value called what? 1. Reaches to highest value called 1. Highest peak it is touching to what? 1. Touching to 1 always. Starting from 0. Cosine series, if you look at cosine series, it starts from where? 1. It touches to what, It touches to what? 0 value. There is a minus 1 also it is touching to. So sine series, cosine series, if you know in physics, you can understand that. I think the subplots concept you already aware of it. Now there is one more kind of thing, something like income and all those things it is showing now. So here, there I am going to keep it in our place. If we come back to your place, and here I am taking Matplotlib, taking some data, ND array object, subplot of 1 comma 2 comma 1 xy, title is equal to sales, plot 2 is equal to income. Now I'm going to take up sales and incomes kind of graph is shown here. The multiple plots are drawn here. Are you able to understand, students? So, Matt, you are understanding with a line graph here. Are you able to follow? Now, a small example I want to say. Subplots concept is clear, I think so. So here, a small example I want to take out. Data frame is there now? Data frame. Do you know data frame? Data frame is there in where? Man, find us. That I am going to use it. Data visualization. Data visualization, I want to go for it. Here I am trying to take up, because that I am going to introduce now itself. That I want to go for separately. After this subplots are over, we are entering into that area. So students, example on subplots we are understanding. Now I am entering into types of plots. So these are called properties we understand. Line, legend, marker properties, and then line properties, grid properties, all those things we are entering. Now we are entering into next types of plots. Types of plots I am going to take up. Types of plots. Moreover, I want to give you a small example on my discussion here. Just try to go for it. Introduction, applications, and I already said to you. And if we come to this, this is not the way. Once document is there, students, that I want to show you now. In this place, applications and introduction to this plot. This one I want to show you. Now, just this spot I want. Yesterday also I decided to show basic components of the graph. What did you understand up to here before entering into the types of graphs? What is a graph? A graph has the following components. Figure or what? Chart area. Yesterday also I shown it, but I forget the file name. Figure or chart area. What is the meant by figure here? The entire area covered by the graph is known as figure. It is also considered as what? Canvas. It is also considered as a canvas or chart area also. Even I used in my class of what? Chart, canvas also. Next after that what? Axis. These are the number of lines generated on the plot. Basically, there are two axes, x-axis and y-axis. Artist, what is this now? Components like a text object, line 2D objects, collection objects, etc. The 2D objects, I'm going to use it. Line graph, scatter plotter graph, histogram, pie charts, what do you call horizontal bar graph, vertical bar graph, and all those things. Next, titles. These are few titles involved with your charts, such as chart title, access titles, etc. Next, legend. Legends means what? Legends are the information represents the data which with lines and dots. After after getting familiar with the parts of the graph, let us introduce, of course, that I'm writing this description here. I'll go to the next further points. How to create graphs using Matplotlib. First one is what you already done. Installation of what that you installed it. Next step number two, what you did? Import module without instance, without alias name. I mean, what is this in the middle of it? Without instance, import matplotlib dot what? So that time how to use it? Pyplot dot you need to write. With instance, import matplotlib dot pyplot as PLT. Next one more is what? Or one more I am writing here. From matplotlib, import pyplot as what? PLT. Either this way you can go or this way you can go for it. Next, step number three, choose desired plot type. We are going to take graph type. What are the graphs? Line graph, line graph. Come on, next, bar graph. In the bar graph, two types are there. Horizontal bar graph, vertical bar graph. Next is called what? Scatter plotter graph. Histograms, histograms. Next is what? Pie charts. These are the graphs which we are using in the Matplotlib. Once if I complete all these graphs, our Matplotlib will be completing, course will be completing. Next, give proper labels to what? Axis, categories. And you already know that. A graph made up of two axes, X and Y axis. In this step, label them as per the need as well as we apply proper labels for categories also. Fifth point, add the data points. Data points means what? Ticks. Ticks. The next point is to add data points 0, 2, 4, 6, something like that. Xlim and Ylim. Data points depict the point on that plot on particular place. Add. Next is called what? Add more functionality like color sizes if you want. To make your graph more effective and informative, use colors and different sizes. And next is called what? Start with Matplotlib provides the following types of graphs in Python. What is the first one? Line graph. Under bar graph, I will talk about types of bar graphs. Next is what? Histogram. There are the types of histograms we'll discuss. Next is what? Pie chart. Next is what? Scatter chart. Scatter plot we can call. Scatter plot or scatter chart we can call. Scatter plot or scatter chart. Are you able to follow? Now, first I'm going for what? Line plot. So line plot, I want to go for it. Very, very simple. Clear or not clear? Clear. So these are called steps for drawing the diagram, importing the module, choosing the graph type, taking the categories of it, and add the data points, adding the functionality to your data points with colors and all those things. First, I'll go for a which plot? Line plot. See, students, it depends on the organization to present by yourself on which graph is for what purpose. Suppose I want to go for representing your annual marks, your academic marks of particular year. As an annual report they are giving, they want to show your academic performance in the form of a graph. Which one they can show? Better to go for which graph? Bar graph. You can take line graph also. If your line graph is going to be like this, if your line graph is like this, performance is increasing. But it is not that much effective if we go for what? Unit test 1 performance, unit test 2 performance, quarterly performance, half yearly performance, annual performance. If you show, it is easily people can understand. That is called what here? Bar graph. Histogram, for example, histogram. In my class, there are 100 people are there. Out of the 20 people are belongs to 5.5 height. Four people are, some 10 people are belongs to 5.5 to 5.8. Some more 10 people are belongs to 5.8 to 5.10. Some more people belongs to 6. I want to show that kind of what? Histogram, history about a sampling of the data. I'll go for histogram. Under the types of histograms are there. Next, pie chart. I want to go for pie chart. In an India, what is the population of AP? What is the population of Telangana? What is the population of MP? Like that, I want to show categorical data. Categorical data. I'll go for what? Pie plot. That is a pie chart. I want to go for it. Scatter plotter. Scatter plotter. In the same, it is something like a bar graph only. It is like a bar graph only. In 2020, in 2020, CSC number of students placed, and next is called what ECE students placed. On the top of it, what triple E students placed. I want to show you this type of thing. I want to show you this type of representation. Are you following this representation now? And next is called what this I want to go for it. This I want to go for it. I think you are understanding this entire thing. So on the top of one bar, another bar, another bar. That is known as what? Scatter plot. And I'm going to show you this type of thing. There is a stacked bar also is there. Stacked bar is also there. Different type of information I'm going to explain. So first I'll go for what? Line plot. So line plot I'm going to take up. Take the example of weekdays versus selling of laptops. Weekdays versus selling of laptops. Are you understanding? How I can represent the selling of graphs here? Weekdays they are giving in the form of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then sales data. Monday, 100 laptops are selling. Tuesday, only 20 laptops. Some sentiment. For studies, sentiment is daily reading, that sentiment is not there. Tuesday, no, we want to buy on another day. Wednesday, 80. And Thursday, some 90. Friday, sentiment again. No need to take out the money. Sentiment. Subject reading, sentiment is there? Don't know. Sentiment is compulsory, totally removed. Next, only 10. Saturday. So going to 200 because weekend enjoyment, everything. Sunday, 0 because completely sleeping. This I want to represent in the form of a graph. Weekdays versus what? Number of units sold out. I want to represent this variance in the sales. That type of graph is called what? Line plot. So I want to go for line plot to show. Can I go to that? And don't think that graphs are dead easy. According to me, graphs are dead easy, not a difficult. Carefully try to follow. Now I'm going to take line graph here. First, I want to show you the problem. Try to follow. Come on. First, table below shows information on how much sleep Rahul got each night for a week. Like you, like you. Rahul is a student. How much sleep each night Rahul sleep? And I want to find out by seeing if I show to layman which night Rahul slept well. I want to have that analysis. Day sleep. Monday 7 hours. Tuesday 6 hours. Wednesday 5 hours. Thursday 8 hours. Friday 9 hours. Saturday 9 hours. Sunday 5 hours. Why? Because Saturday night he has seen YouTube more and more. So how I can represent this? So how do you represent this? This is called Rahul's data in the form of visualization. Next, one more. The table represents Akshay weight in kilograms for 5 months. Draw the line graph for representation for information provided month in this month. So 5 months of time. January month 48, February month 53, March month 60 because all days are going to start. April increasing, May month completely eating and sleeping only. That's why I like that. I want to show you this type of depiction in the diagram. If this question is giving, write a Python code for representing this. Will you write it or not? How can you take this? Sleep is one list, ND array object, And what is this day? Another list I will take, another ND array I will take. I will take this data in the form of CSV file also. CSV file, CSV file. From the CSV file, I will get what? Column 1, column 2 also I can take it. Now, I think you are understanding this representation. Go to the place. Now I'm going to take it. Rahul's data. Sales versus weekdays. I want to show you a simple thing. Now I want to open it. Sales versus what? Weekdays. Some different examples I'm showing students. Try to go for one small example here. Later Rahul CSV file is there. I already made it here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something like this I took it. And sleep times also I took it. And this part I will come after a few seconds. Let me go to this example here. Shall I show you now? Let us sales versus what? Week here. Just to try to follow students where I'm going to take it. A small moment here. Sales versus what? Weekdays. Come on. WD weekdays. NP dot what? Array. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. What this is called? List. Converted into what? ND array. NP dot array of what? The number of units sold out. Number of units sold out. NP dot array. What is this now? Sales. Come on, how do you draw the diagram? Line graph. To draw the line graph, we use what? Plot. Go to once. Here I'm going to take a bar chart if you want to write it. There's a function called what? A bar. Come on. It will give you by default a vertical bar. If you want to go for horizontal bar, I will go for what? Bar H. Spell out. If I want to go for histogram, what is the function now? Hist. What is the function now? Hist. Hist means histogram. Parameters will be there. Pie chart. What is the function name? Pie. Pie. What is the scatter plot? Scatter. Scatter. That's all. What are the functions? Tell me. How many plots? Line plot, bar plot, histogram, pie plot, scatter plot. How do you draw the line plot? Plot off. Plot off. Already we did plot off. In that XY line properties, marker properties, legend, bar off H, hist, and then pi, and then scatter off. Those many things. Anyhow, come on. Here I'm going to take up. Here I'm taking PLT dot plot weekdays. First time I'm taking weekdays of this string data. Sales on this. Marker is equal to O. You know, marker na? MEC, you know, MFC, you know, MSC, you know, LS, line style, line width, C, color of that line. You are getting it. So now I'm going to enter into the line graph. So go to the place. Now I'm taking this data. Here you take it. This is called what you know? Subplots. Subplots concept, you got it. Now I'm going for line graph now. So daily one graph I will complete it so that you will understand. What is this now? Examples on what? Line plot. Take your 10th class book and open it and then try to read out that graphs and take the problem and write the code for it. So done. ND array, execute this. WD comma what? Sales. These are all marker properties and line properties. And see this now. It is going to show here. So here Monday sell out and Tuesday falling down. Again Wednesday 25 units sold out. And again Thursday 35 units. Friday came down. Again 40 on Friday, Saturday and Sunday is coming down. According to this, Monday 20 marker, Tuesday 10, Wednesday 25, Thursday 35, Friday 15, Saturday 40, and Sunday 10. Against to each other, the graph is drawn. Are you following me? This is about the first example on line graph. Let me go to the next one you see. This one also you try to see. What is happening here? Sales, X label and Y label, sales forecasting view. In this place, there is no labels we are assigning here. No X label, no Y label, no title for that. Now I am giving the title for it. So X weekdays, Y label, sales forecasting data. So we are getting weekdays and sales and sales forecasting. And you already know that here I am giving what you can access. Come on. Font dictive is equal to, come on, not remembering. Family is equal to, family is equal to, come on. Family is equal to Arial, Arial. Next is what? Comma. Size is equal to some 13, some 13. Next is what? Color is equal to, color is equal to something like G. I just mentioned it. Huh? Size, size. Huh? Family. So, so, FAMI. Okay, students. So, family name is equal to codes. Yes, Arial. And again, I will take this data. Here I will take it. Also like this. And here I am going to write it. Color is equal to. Here I am writing. Font dict is equal to. Here font dict is equal to some 15. And this is I am taking like this. Anywhere else correction? Color is equal to. Yeah, color is equal to. Yes. I think you should write what? Colon only. You should write colon. Madhuvavalu you forget and you I also forget by believing you. Because it is a dictionary, right? Dictionary correct? You said correct. I wrote wrong. Hmm? You said correct, I think so. So here doesn't match. So here I will write it. This point. So here also I need to write like this. So you are going to get it weekdays and the sales and then forecasting view. Are you getting it? We also added the font for the given data. I think you are following it. Next one, I am going to take it with see students carefully. One more thing, I am opening it up. Of course, that is for the families I added that I already did. Just now I added that same thing. Just now I added or not? In place of writing separately, I mentioned here itself. Go to this place and here this data. If you look at here, weekdays, sales, and then different things. What is this now? Arial black is saying that it is not found. So I'm just removing that. Try to write the fonts which is already possible fonts are there, which are there in this, and try to go for that. That kind of things only you take care. And this is about what? Sales forecasting data. And if you go to the next last one, with pandas, I'm going to take it. With pandas. Line graph with pandas, I'm going to take it. Look at this now. I'm going to take up very careful. What is this now? This is same as difficult, no problem. Label also no problem. PLT also no problem. These are all natural. This is a natural. After that, this is a matters a lot. SW, sales week. What is this is now? Dictionary. Dictionary. In that dictionary, complex dictionary I'm taking. Weekdays is kind of what a key. And what about this list of values? Sales is a key. And these are the list of sales converted into. There's a happily dictionary. Converted into what? Hmm. D of D of and PD dot data frame of SW. And now what is happening? You see carefully. PLT dot plot on what you want to go for it. DF of KWD, DF of sales. DF of KWD gives you what? Hmm, series. Series. And this also will give you what? Series. Rest of them are same. Rest of them are same. So I'm going to take up this data. Only this data try to take it. Of course, this is line graph, line graph with data frame. Data frame data. So I'm going to take up dictionary, convert the dictionary, print off df, and see this data. You are getting import PD, import pandas as PD, import pandas as PD. This is my data printed. This is my data printed. You already know that df of what, students? WKD, WKD. You got this weekdays. Now I will go to sales also. Sales also I'm going to take it. Sales. These are called sales I'm taking. This is my sales. That both of them combined together, I will take it as what? DF of, come on students. What is this now? WKD, comma what next? Sales. Sales I'm taking. This, both of them together is coming. That you are plotting. That you are plotting. So that we are going to create. So draw the line graph. Draw the line graph. Draw the line graph for data frame data. Data frame data. So how do you bring that? This entire thing I am going to bring it. This entire thing. Okay. After drawing the diagram, we are saving that picture, student. How do you save it? PLT dot save figure. Where are you saving? E colon KVROP sales dot PNG. You know, picture network group. You are saving that figure also. If it is required. So go to the place. Here I am writing. Go to that. Here if you want, just remove that and try to see first. First try to see. This is my data which is available, and try to remove this font is called Arial and all. It's not certified. It is giving a problem of that. Try to run it. This is a data frame data. You are going to get the same data like this. If at all you are interested to save it, save that figure, save that figure. If you want, can happily copy that entire data, copy this entire data. I can just say, here you can say, here Arial you say. So here I'm going to write it. I'll go for saving it. Where I'm going to save it? Let it be. I'm saving it within where? E colon only I want to save it. E colon. E colon only I want to show you. So this is the data. Whether it is saved or not, I need to verify in E colon. Go to that E colon here. Sales.png. Are you seeing that? Last part. Are you seeing this? Sales.png. Here it is available. You try to open it. You try to open it in the, you try to double click on that. It is going to show like this. It is going to show like that. If you want, you can open into some paint. You can open into some external editor. This is the data what you got it. Are you following? So how do you how do you save your generated figure? Save fig, and you give your own drive, give your own file name on JPNG. I think you are understanding the meaning of what, how to present the concept of what, line graph. Go to the one more here. Go to one more here, and data frame. If you go to it, there is a scatter. There is a line graph, and there is a CSV file. Is there? CSV file. Are you following me? Let us open that CSV file. Just to open the CSV file. This is the data. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like this we have. Now I want to go for drawing this diagram. So how do you get this data now? Come on. Drawing, drawing what? Line graph, line graph by reading CSV file data, CSV file data in data frame, in data frame. Come on, start. DF is equal to PD dot read underscore CSV. Go to the data. Where is that? In this place, I'm going to take up wherever it might be the location. You can have it. Go to that. Here I'm writing it. I'll post that Rahul data. Say this entire thing. say here Rahul dot CSV, Rahul dot CSV, dot CSV you say, Rahul dot CSV, and a print of df here, print of df here. Now you got this data. Are you getting this? So now how do you go for it now? I want to take which data? I want to take this data. How do you take this data? How do you take this data? First tell me. I want to take this data. How do you take it? I want to take this data. What are these called? df dot columns. df dot columns. I'll take it into like this. Print of what? WD. WD. Am I getting WD or not? WD is what type, students? WD of what type that is? Close that. What type it is? So all of them are what? Indices are available. Indices are available. If you want to take that kind of thing, let it be. We will keep it as it is. DF, no problem. I want to take this data also. What is this data? 7, 6, and 5, 8, etc. is called. As I mentioned already here, this is called what? This is a sleep time. I just took it. If you want, you can write it this way also. This is one way of representing. How do you take this data? Can you tell me now? Come on. Madhubabulu, come on. DF of LOC of what? 0 colon what? 1. 0 colon 1. What is coming? 0 colon 1. 0 colon 1. What I want to get it? Of what? ILOC of 0. When I write it, what is coming? This entire thing is coming. All the values are coming. This data. What type of data it is? Type of what? df.loc of this entire thing. What is this now? Series. Series is coming. Now my interest is to take this data. Anybody else can say? Anybody else can say? What is this now? How do you get it? Dot what? 0. If I say 0, what will be the data coming across? 0 colon 1. What is coming across? Are you getting this data or not? Next, how do you get the remaining data? How do you get the remaining data? 1 colon I will write it. 1 colon 2 I will get it. Are you following that? Now, tell me now how to write the data now. Madhuvavulu. Come on, students. Coming to the further, I'll take it. PLT dot plot of what is this data now? DF of 0 comma 1. DF of 0 comma 1. DF of what? 1 colon 2. What is happening? You just see. What is happening? You just see. It is going to give you the values like 6 or 7. It is going to give you different. I think it is not shrinking to each other here. So first of all, CSV file itself is taken into different format. Just a minute, student. I'll take the data something like this. My interest is to take like that, but it was wrongly planned for taking it. I'll just write like this. Day comma sleep. Day comma sleep. Next, what is this? This is an actual way to take it. This is an actual way to take it. This is a way. Next, is an actual way to take it. CSV file. Now save this. Save this. I think you are following this. And save this. Go to your place. In this place, I will take it. Here I will save it. under the same place. You just take data sets. So there I will take it Rahul.csv. So I need to save it within the double quotes. Coming to this place, here it is available. We go to this place, Matplotlib, under the data set, it is available like this. It is there like this. Now this is the one. Earlier that one. Now this I closed it, and that this is the data. Now try to take up and try to put it here. This part, any of that I'm not going to take up. This part I will carry. What I do is this one I'll try to get it. Sorry. Now here I'm going to take up this entire data. Here I will write it. Double slashes. Here I will write it. What is this? Rahul.csv. So this you print it. This is my data. Got it. And I need not to write this. What I will write it? df of what I am writing? Day. df of I am writing day. There I am writing. This is a day. Got it. Next is called what I can say? df of what? Sleep you are getting. df dot sleep you are getting. Sleep. This you are getting it. Yes, capital. Yes, capital you need to post it. Got it. Now here, if you want, you can get it. I can write it. df of what I can say? Colon, I can write it. Colon. When you write df of colon, complete data coming or not? Getting, students? So this is the complete data we are getting it. So like that, now I want to draw the diagram. Now I want to write the diagram now. How do I write the diagram now? Come on. I will carry this entire thing. If you want, I'll carry this with a font and all. I'll do the changes. And you got it. What data you got it here? df dot what? Day. And the next is what? df dot sleep. Come on here. Already my data is ready with the sales. Let it be. Here I am going to write it. Weekdays. Here I am writing what? Weekdays. Here what? Sleep time. Sleep time. I just wrote it. So weekdays sleep time I'm going to take it. So here I'm writing Rahul. Writing sleep forecasting view. Font, that font family is I'm going to select it. This part I'm going to take up. df is equal to. What should I say? df is equal to. Tell me. pd dot. What you did already? Here the statement is available. This part I am going to take up. This part you are going to take up. Got it. Then what is my day here? Weekdays. That is what is the day we got it? day. I need to take without any spelling mistake. Day. Next I'll go for what? Come on. Sleep. I need to go for something like that. So marker is equal to same thing. This not necessary to save it. This is my data. The main concept is this part only, students. The main story here is only this part. Other than that, nothing. From that, two columns I am taking to forecast my data. Two columns I am using to forecast. One is a day and one more is called sleep. That's all I am going to take up. So here it is having what is this now? Missing format, current font figure is equal to something is saying. So Rahul forecasting on which day is sleeping, what all those it is saying. So here anywhere else. Okay. Go to once and then Thursday. Anywhere else. weekday. Just a minute. Save it and try to run it once again. So it's giving what problem here. Warning is missing from current font. What is missing from current font? Everything is same. Day. That you need to bother about it. I think you are getting students. Are you following me? This is the data, sleep time, and weekdays, and whatever you are representing it. What did you understand with this? One can read the data from not only from normal data, you can read from web pandas also. If we take students versus mathematics marks, in our case, students versus mathematics marks. What students are getting mathematics marks? Who is getting highest mathematics marks also you can get it. Already you know mathematics marks, right? Student names are there. You can represent that visualization also for that. I think students in online maybe are aware of it, understanding that how to draw the line graph. Clear up about line graph, clear up. So if any data is given, take our pandas data, read through CSV, any two columns you want to present, go for using something like this. Okay now. So right maybe. So having the data which is available here. So this is the data what you are having here. Like that you take pandas and read the data from CSV file for two columns. Out are the diagrams. And tomorrow class when I come back, I'll talk about what. And next one I will introduce what? Bar plot I will introduce. Bar plot. Horizontal bar plot. Then what? Vertical bar plot I will introduce. Okay now. So refresh all those things and attend tomorrow class. Don't miss it. Thank you students. All the best. Online students, you hold on. And if any doubts are there,